Hello students, today I am going to explain physics assignment date 3/8/2020 by Jagan, physics lecturer from Sarada Bhavan, Bangalore. Students, today it is given 3/8/2020 assignment. One check that 3/8/2020 assignment. In this assignment, I am showing the assignment now. Check it. This is the assignment is given. The topic is Gauss law, applications of Gauss law to continuous charge distribution of infinite line wire. So the first question is given. In a region, the intensity of an electric field is given by E bar equal to 2I cap plus 3J cap plus K cap in Newton per Coulomb. The electric flux through a surface, S bar equal to 10 I cap meter square in the region East. So here question is related to electric flux. Okay, question is related to electric flux. So in this question, check this one. Question is given. So the first question. In a region, the intensity of an electric field is given by E equal to 2I cap plus 3J cap plus K cap. So electric field is given. This is the electric field. I'm taking first question. Electric field is equal to this is 2I cap plus 3J cap plus K cap. Electric field is given in vector form. Okay. Now area which is passing the electric field through the given area. It is given, the area is given 10 I cap, 10 I cap. So from the Gauss law, we know what is the Gauss statement here. Electric flux is equal to integral of E ds over a complete surface, which is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So simple, I'm taking the electric flux formula. What is electric flux formula here in terms of the electric field? Electric flux is equal to, this is electric field dot area. Okay, so we want to find out the dot product of this one. This dot product is given 2 I cap. This is a surface area is given 10 I cap plus along the J axis it will be 0 and also along the K axis it will be 0. Okay. So dot product of these electric field and surface area is given 2 into 10. This is 2 into 10 plus 0, 3 into 0, this one, 3 into 0 plus 1 into 0. Okay. So which is equal to, this is 20. Okay. This value is 20. Unit is Newton meter square. Okay, Coulomb inverse. This is the first one. So in the given options, second option is the correct option. Second option is correct option. Now see the second question. Now the second question. Electric charge is uniformly distributed along a long straight wire of radius 1 millimeter. The charge per centimeter length of the wire is Q coulomb. In the question, second question, he was given. In the second question, he was given. See the second question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Here the charge per centimeter length of the wire is Q coulomb, means the linear charge density. The linear charge density is given. What is the linear charge density? Lambda. Linear charge density is given Q per centimeter. Okay, Q per centimeter. What is the Q per centimeter? 1 centimeter means 10 power of minus 2 meters. So 10 power of minus 2 will go. So we get this one 100 coulomb. This is 100 Q. So lambda equal to 100 Q. Okay. So this is a given here. A straight wire is given, this one. A straight wire. Okay. I'm drawing this is a straight wire, infinite straight wire here. Okay, this is an infinite straight wire is given here. Now, along this straight wire, one conductor cylindrical body is present. This is Gaussian cylindrical body. This is have a length L equal to 1 meter. This one. This is 1 meter. L equal to 1 meter. So in the question, the total electric flux passing through the cylindrical surface is. So this is electric. This is a general. What is this one? This is a lambda. Is there? The charge which is distributed on this wire is given the lambda. But how much the charge is enclosed by the cylindrical body? Because according to Gauss law, electric flux is equal to, according to Gauss law, electric flux equal to charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface divided by epsilon naught. This is. So we need to find out how much the charge is enclosed. So here the body, the Gaussian surface is given here the cylindrical in shape. Then how much the charge is enclosed by this one means. So the charge is enclosed by this is given. Let me a Q charge is enclosed. Okay. So according to the definition of linear charge density, lambda equal to, for a length of L, this is given by the Q by L. So from this one, Q equal to how much get here? Q equal to lambda into L. This value substitute here. Then this is given lambda. This is lambda L divided by epsilon naught. Okay, lambda value how much we got here? 100 Q. This is 100 cube into L value, how much here given? 1 meter. This is 1 meter divided by epsilon naught. So which is equal to 100 cube divided by, this is epsilon naught. Okay. This is the answer for the second question. So what is the option? It is second option is the correct option. Okay. So next question, I am going to the next question here. Question number 3. Question number 3. Once see the question number 3. Gauss law should be invalid. Gauss law should be invalid. When Gauss law should be invalid? If that assumed charges are not a point charges, then Coulombic force law, that is Coulombic law, is also not invalid. Yes, no? Because Coulombic law is strictly bonded with the point charges. If the Coulombic law is not valid, then Gauss law is also not valid. So option Gauss law should be invalid. Okay, when it is, if the inverse square law were not exactly true. Inverse square law is nothing but called Coulombic. Okay, this is the answer for the third one. This is theory question, this one. Okay, this is theory question. Question number 4. Two infinitely long straight wires having uniform linear charge densities lambda and 2 lambda are arranged parallel to each other at a distance r apart. The intensity of the electric field at a point midway between them is intensity of electric field between them. The question is very clear question. Two straight wires are there. The linear densities are given lambda and 2 lambda. Okay, na? So let me, this is a question number 4, this one. Okay, this is a one straight wire and this is also one straight wire. The linear density of this one is given lambda and the linear density of the second one is let be the 2 lambda. These two are separated by the distance of, this is smaller, let me small. What he was asking? Electric field intensity at a point midway. Midway means this distance, how much here? This distance is equal to r by 2. Okay, midway now. And also similarly, this distance is also is equal to r by 2. This one. So here the positive charge. This is a linear charge density is given positive. So the positive charge is distributed uniformly on this wire. Due to this positive charge at this point, electric field is like this direction. This is let me the E1 electric field. Okay, E1. Similarly, due to the 2 lambda, at this point, electric field is directed like this direction. This is the direction of electric field. Okay, so this is let me the E2. So what is the net electric field at that point? So net electric field is given. Okay, net electric field at this point is given. Okay, E1 is along the positive x-axis and E2 is along the negative x-axis. So we can write net electric field is a vector sum of these two electric field means of E1 minus E2. Generally, what is electric field due to straight conductor at any point? Electric field due to the straight conductor at a point R is given. What is the formula? E equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. This is the formula. Now this formula you can substitute here for the different one. This is given lambda 1 divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into R minus lambda 2 divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. This is let be the R1. This is let be the R2. R1 is a distance from the first wire. R2 is a distance from the second wire to this point. So lambda 1 is given, this is a lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught, 2 pi epsilon naught. R1 is midpoint. R1 is nothing but R by 2. R2 is also equal to R by 2. So I will substitute R by 2. R by 2 means 2 will go up. So 2 lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught R minus, here also R2 is there. So lambda 2 is given how much here? Lambda 2 is 2 lambda. So this is 2 lambda, this is 2 lambda divided by, this is given 2 pi epsilon naught, 2 pi epsilon naught into R by 2. This 2 will go, so into 2 will come here. This is 2. So what is the value this one? This is here 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught into R is the common. So we get 2 lambda minus 4 lambda. Okay, this is. So what is the answer will come here? This is minus 2 lambda divided by, this is given 2 pi epsilon naught, 2 pi epsilon naught into R. So 2 and 2 cancel. So net electric field how much here? Net electric field is lambda by 2 lambda by pi epsilon naught into R. What is indicates the direction here? Here minus is indicates the direction. What is the direction? Towards the left wire. Okay. So we can write here towards left, towards lambda. Okay, we can write towards lambda enough. Towards the left wire, towards the first wire, towards the lambda charge density, the charged wire, like that. Okay, this is the direction. Minus is indicates the direction. So the net electric field is given lambda by pi epsilon naught towards the left side. Okay, this is question number 4. Understood? Understood, everyone? Now question number 5. See the question number 5. This question number 5. Question is given very clearly. An electric dipole of dipole moment P is kept at a distance R from an infinite long charged wire. Let me, this is a infinite long charged wire, this one. Let me, charge density is let be the lambda. So at this point O, let me, this point is at a distance of R from this one. At this point O, there is a one dipole is there. Dipole is directed like this one. This is the dipole direction is given. In the question it is given dipole direction. Okay. Find the force acting on the dipole. Find the force acting on the dipole. So what this dipole, when the dipole is present near a charged wire, it experiences the electric field. Due to that electric field, it experiences the force. Means what is the electric field is present? This is a positive charge, no? So electric field at this point will be like this direction. This is the direction of electric field. Okay. So how much the electric field is present? This is a linear. This is infinitely charged wire. So electric field due to infinitely charged wire is given equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught R. This is equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught R. So due to this electric field, this dipole would experience the force. How much the force is experienced here? Force experienced by the dipole. Force experienced by dipole. force experienced by dipole. How much here? What is that formula? Force equal to, this is force equal to minus P into dE by dE by dr. This is, we got the electric field already. Now this electric field differentiate with respect to r. Then dE by dr, differentiation of electric field with respect to r. Okay, na? Then how much you get here? This is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught. This is constant. Okay, this is constant. 1 by r differentiation will be given. 1 by r means how much here? 1 by r means r power of minus 1. Yes, no? So r power of minus 1 differentiation how much here? Minus 1 r power of minus 1 minus 2 dr. This is minus 2. This is we get. Okay, this is minus 2. This one differentiation. So how much we get here? Minus lambda by, this is 2 pi epsilon naught into r square. Got the point? This value can substitute here. Then we get the force. Force F equal to minus P, okay, into minus lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into r square. This is, so force F equal to, this is P lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into r square. This is required answer. So the given option, third option is the correct. Understand? To find out the force experienced the electric field, our first step is how much electric field is produced due to the charge divided. Then that electric field need to do the differentiation with respect to the distance. Then force experienced by the dipole is given by the formula F equal to minus P dE by dr. dE by dr you can substitute, then we get the force. Okay, man. Next. Question number 6. Next question, I'm going to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6. See this question. The electric flux for a Gaussian surface that encloses the charged particles in free space is, means this is a some charge, this is some Gaussian surface is given, this is the one Gaussian surface. It has a certain charges, Q1 charge, and this is a Q2 charge, and certain charges are given, this is a Q3 charge is given. Okay, so what is that? This is a Gaussian surface he told. So electric flux due to the Gaussian surface, what is the formula here? So what, to find out the electric flux due to Gaussian surface, then phi equal to total charge enclosed by epsilon naught. Okay, how much the charge is enclosed by the Gaussian surface? QE means the amount of charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. This is amount of charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. So here, how much the charge is enclosed by the Gaussian surface? Check it here. Total charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Okay, plus Q3. This. So total charge how much here? Q1 value is given. See the question. Q1 value is given minus 14 nanocoulomb, minus 14 nanocoulomb, and Q2 is given 78.85 nanocoulomb plus 78.85 nanocoulomb plus Q3 is given minus 56 nanocoulomb. Q3 minus 56 nanocoulomb. This is 56 nanocoulomb. This one nanocoulomb. Okay. Now what is the total charge is present here? Now check the total charge, which is equal to minus 14 minus 56, that is a minus 70. 78.85 minus 70 means we got the 88.85. 8.85 nanocoulomb. This that equal to 8.85 into nano means 10 power of minus 9 coulomb. Okay, so we want to find out the flux now. With total charge we calculated. How much the charge is enclosed by the Gaussian surface, the total charge we calculated. Now flux is given by the flux according to Gauss law. Flux equal to total charge enclosed by epsilon naught. This one. Okay. So total flux, how much is enclosed here? This is 8.85 into 10 power of minus 9 divided by, this is divided by 8.85 epsilon naught value, electric permittivity in free space, 8.85 into 10 power of minus 12. Okay, so this one and this one cancelled. 10 power of minus 12 will go, then it becomes a 10 power of plus 12. So this is equal to 10 power of plus 12 minus 9, that equal to 10 power of 3. This is how much get here? 10 power of 3. Okay, this coulomb per Newton meter square. This is our required answer. Okay, na? This is our required answer. Yes. Okay, now next question. Question number 7. Question number 7. Yes. What is the question number 7? An infinitely long thin straight wire has uniform linear charge density of 1/3 centimeters uniform density coulomb per meter inverse. So let me consider this is a one infinitely long straight wire. Its linear charge density is lambda, but according to numerical lambda equal to how much given? This is given 1/3 coulomb per meter. This. Understand? Now, magnitude of the electric intensity at a point 18 centimeter from away is. So this is a linear charge density infinitely one. Now he consider the one point. What is the point here? He consider the point here, one point. Let me, this is O at a distance of 18 centimeter from this infinitely charged wire. At this point, how much the electric field is present? So this is the linear charge density, means electric field, how much it is present? Electric field due to infinitely charged wire is given E equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. This is the formula. I am using this formula now. Lambda equal to, this is lambda value, how much we get? 1/3. Okay, whole divided by 2 pi epsilon naught. See this one, you know one. Here we have to logically think. We have to think logically. Why? Because of means substituting pi value, epsilon naught value, its calculation is very much difficult. To avoid such type of calculations, okay, we have to think logically. What is logical means? So you know very well K value. Okay, K value, what is this? K value 1/4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, this 1/4 pi epsilon. How much this value? 9 into 10 power of 9. Okay, I will write the units later. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught equal to 9 into 10 power of 9. Then 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught, how much? 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught. This value, how much you get? This is nothing but 18 into 10 power of 9 only, no? This value. Okay. So 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught. How much this one? 18 into 10 power naught. See this one here. 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught. How much you get here? This is 18 into 2 power of 18 into 10 power of 9. Clear the student? Now what we have still? We have the R. What is R value is given? 18 centimeter. Convert into the meter because it is given centimeter. No? So 18 centimeter means we can write 18 into 10 power of minus 2. Okay. Now this 18 cancel. 1 by 3 means 0.33. Okay. Into 10 power of minus 2 will go up. 10 power of plus 2. 10 power of 9 plus 2. 10 power of 9 into 10 power of 2. That meaning of 10 power of 11. Okay. So volt per meter. This is electric field at a point 18 centimeter away from the charged wire. Clear? From the charged wire. Next. Understood this one? Next question I am going to explain. Question number 8. Okay. Question number 8. Yes. What is the question number 8? See the question? A hollow cylinder has a charge Q, coulomb within it. So this is one hollow cylinder. This one I am taking the one hollow cylinder. This one. Okay. This has a charge Q. This has a it is encloses the charge Q. This one. This is encloses a charge Q. Yes. Clear? Now, if phi is the electric flux in units of voltmeter associated with the curved surface B, means this is a curved surface is there. These are the two plane surfaces. This plane surface he named as C and A, and the curved surface he named as a B. So electric flux due to of the curved surface he told, due to of the curved surface he given as a phi. Okay. So, but you know that electric flux due to of this plane surface and this plane surface both are equal only, no? Electric flux due to of the plane surface, both the plane surface are equal. So what is the net electric flux here? Net electric flux is equal to electric flux due to of curved surface plus electric flux due to of two means due to of curved surface and two plane surfaces. This is A plus electric flux due to of B. This. Okay. This is what is this one? See this one, what is this one? This electric flux, this is a phi B is the electric flux due to of the curved surface. Phi C and phi A, these two are the electric flux due to of this surface and this surface. This surface, these two surfaces are there. No? This is one surface and this side is one surface. How look like this surface? This surface is look like a, what is this one? So this is only cylindrical body. This is a curved one, and this side we have a look like a, this side it is look like a circle. Okay, na? This side is look like a circle. This is a curved one. So this electric field and this side electric field both are the equal. Okay, this electric field both are the equal. Now the flux linked with the plane surface A in the units is how much the flux is linked. But according to Gauss law, the net electric flux is equal to, what is that? According to Gauss law, the net electric flux is equal to Q by epsilon naught only, no? This one. So I am using this one, I am substituting here. Q by epsilon naught. This is Q by epsilon naught. This. and electric flux due to electric flux through the plane surfaces are equal. These two are equal. These two are equal. So I will take 2 into phi A plus electric flux due to of the curved surface. How much given? Electric flux due to of the curved surface he named as a B, no? So this is how much given? Phi given. So this is phi. So now 2 phi A is equal to how much get here? Q by epsilon naught minus phi. Q by epsilon naught minus phi. Then phi A is equal to 1 by 2, okay, Q by epsilon naught minus phi. This is the answer. Got it, students? It's very simple. Net electric flux is the sum of the electric flux due to of the curved surface and also due to of the left side surface and due to of the right side surface. But according to Gauss law, net electric flux is equal to Q by epsilon naught. How much the charge is enclosed here? Small q. See the question. A small q charge is enclosed. So net electric flux is Q by epsilon naught. But electric flux on the left side surface and the right side surface both are the equal. So that's why I am taking both are equal. Phi C is equal to phi. So total flux due to of the curved surface is given phi. So from this one I am substituting this one. I am finding the phi. Okay. Next question. I am going to the next question. Yes. Question number 9. Question number 9. The electric field in a region of space is given by E bar equal to phi y cap plus 2j cap. So this is electric flux. In a region, electric flux is given E bar equal to 5 I cap plus 5 I cap plus 2 J cap. This is Newton per Coulomb. Okay. The electric flux due to this field through an area 2 meters square. Area how much given? Area is given A equal to 2 meters square. 2 meters square. Okay. Lying in the YZ plane. Means electric field here this is this one. If you take this one, this is x-axis. Okay. This is y-axis. And this one is z-axis. Now, this surface is laying in the YZ plane. Means the surface is present here. This is the surface. Like this. Okay. Surface is present like this one. This is the surface. Okay. Surface is present like this one. This is the surface. So, surface is present in the YZ plane. No? So, electric field lines which are parallel to the x-axis is perpendicular to the field, perpendicular to the surface. Means for this one normal line is given. We have to draw the normal line. This is the normal line. Okay. And electric field direction is along this one. How much electric field is there? E equal to 5I. Along the I-axis we have only 5. Along the I-axis electric field is 5. Along the J-axis and also Z-axis electric field is present. See, along the Y-axis electric field is present, but surface is area. The surface is not enclosed in the J-axis, and also surface is not enclosed in the Z-axis. Okay. So electric field is only surface is only perpendicular to x-axis and it is in the laying in the YZ plane. So electric field along the x-axis it is given 5. So what is the flux formula? Flux equal to electric field into area. Okay, into cos theta. This is only this is formula. So electric field along the X-axis how much here? 5. Into area how much given? 2. What is the angle between normal line and electric field? 0 degrees. So this is given cos 0 degrees. So how much you get here? This is 10. Okay, how much you get? 10. This is answer 10. Okay, understand? In SI unit he told, so you no need to write any units. Simple, you give the numerical only. Okay, 10, 20, 10 root 2, 2 root 2 root 29 is given. So option is 10. Okay, next question, students. I'm going to the next question. Question number 10. Question number 10. The inward and outward electric flux for a closed surface in units of Newton meter square per coulomb are respectively 18 to 10 power of 3. Means inward electric flux is given. Electric flux, how much here? Inward electric flux. Inward electric flux is given 8 into 10 power of 8 into 10 power of 3. Okay, Newton meter square per coulomb. Outward electric flux is given. Outward electric flux. How much given? 4 into 10 power of 3. Units are also same only, Newton meter square per coulomb. Now question what he was asking is the total charge inside the surface is. So according to Gauss law, let me consider this is a one closed surface here. Okay, let me here some electric field lines are entering. This is some electric field lines are entering like this. Some, how many electric field lines are entering? The number of electric field lines entering the given area normally is called electric flux. So here let be entering electric flux is let be the phi 1. Okay, and leaving electric flux, how many electric field lines are leaving? This is let be, this is electric field. So leaving electric flux is let be the phi 2. So net electric flux, how much you get? Net electric flux equal to phi 1 minus phi 2. This. If these two electric flux are equal, okay, entering electric field lines, so leaving electric field lines are equal, that entering electric flux is equal to leaving electric flux. Then how much the electric field will be produced? Nothing, 0. That will be 0. Electric flux, net electric flux due to that closed surface is 0. If it is both are equal. Okay. So in this case, net electric flux how much? Phi equal to phi 1 minus phi 2. I am using this formula here. So net electric flux is equal to 8 into 10 power of 3 minus 4 into 10 power of 3. Okay. Now which is equal to 4 into 10 power of 3. This one. We got net electric flux through the given surface 4 into 10 power of 3. Now how much the charge is enclosed? From the Gauss law, this net electric flux is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Okay. So total how much the charge is enclosed means Q equal to epsilon naught into phi. Yes. Epsilon naught into phi value how much here? Epsilon naught into phi value we got 4 into 10 power of 8. 10 power of 8. Okay, this is the answer, final answer. If it is given in terms of the numerical, means numerical is given, then what to do? If epsilon naught value also you have to substitute. What is epsilon naught value? 8.85 into 10 power of minus 12. Then 8.8 into 4. 8.85 into 4. Then we get this 18 point something. 18 into 10 power of 3 into 10 power of minus 12, then 10 power of minus 9. Means that we get almost 33 point something into 10 power of minus 9. But option in our given option, He left in the terms of the epsilon naught only. He left in the terms of the epsilon naught. So our option is epsilon naught 4 into 10. Okay. Next I am going to the next question. Question number 11. Question number 11th one. Students, this question is very interesting question and are also good model. Two infinitely long parallel wires having linear charge density lambda 1 and lambda 2 respectively. So let be, this is a one long straight wire. Its linear charge density is let be the lambda 1, and also this is a one more charged wire having a linear charge density is let be the lambda 2. Okay, in the question it is given are placed at a distance of capital R. So the separation between these two wires are given capital R. This. The force per unit length on either wire will be, how much the force will be present. So see this one, this is a one linear charged infinitely wire. So due to of this one, electric field is produced. No? Similarly, this is also linear charged density wire. Due to of this one also electric field is present. So this electric field which are produced by the infinitely charged wire, if any other body is placed in the field of electric, then that body would experience the force, either attraction or repulsion. So what happened here? Lambda 2, this is I'm giving the name, this is a and this is let be the B, two wires. Okay, now B is in the field of A. Got the point? B is in the field of A and also A is in the field of B. So both are having a mutual field. So first find out how to find out this one. Electric field due to Y, electric field due to wire A. Okay, how much wire A? Electric field due to wire A. Okay, at R distance. Okay, at capital R distance. This is how much electric field is produced. What is the formula of this electric field? Formula of electric field due to infinitely long charged wire. E equal to, we get E equal, this is electric field root of A, no? I am writing EA equal to lambda by lambda 1 by 2 by epsilon naught. This is epsilon naught into capital R. Yes. Got the point? Now, in this field, the wire B is present. Due to this wire B, how much field, how much force is experienced here? According to the force relationship, force and electric field relationship, force experienced by the second wire due to of the force experienced by the second wire. See, I will write. So second wire, what is the second wire? B only, no? Force experienced by the B due to of the field A is equal to charge of B into electric field of A. This one. Because how much charge is enclosed? How much the charge is enclosed? That charge only experience the force, no? Because it is infinitely wide, but some amount of charge is enclosed. We are not able to draw the infinite, no? I'm just considering a small part of length L only. Okay, this is total length is L only. This L only enclosed in this one. Then how much the charge is enclosed here? Charge enclosed formula what? Lambda 2 is equal to charge per unit length. What is this one? L. So Q equal to how much get here? Q equal to lambda 2 into L. Now this value substitute here. How much you get this one? This is given QB equal to lambda 2 into L. And EA, electric field duty of the wire A. How much you get? Lambda 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught R. So lambda 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught R. This is, got the point? This, sorry, this is capital R, this one. This is capital R. So this length to take this side. Then how much you get your force per unit length is equal to lambda 1 lambda 2 divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. Okay, but you know that K equal to how much here? K equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, epsilon naught. Then 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught value how much here? 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught value how much here? This is nothing but 2k. No? This is nothing but 2k. So this value I am substituting here 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught, which is equal to 2. This is k, 2k lambda 1 lambda 2 divided by this is epsilon naught into R. This is our answer. Okay. Not only the same forces are also experienced by the A due to the electric field of B. How much the force is experienced by the charged wire B, the same force is experienced by the A due to the electric field B. Here we are getting the positive, no? So they have a attractive force. Here in this case they have a attractive force. Okay, thank you. And the next question, question number 12. This is the last question, question number 12. See, the question is given. The total electric flux through a cube when a charge 8q is placed at one corner of the cube is. So one cube is there. This is one cube. Okay, I'm drawing one cube here. See this one. Okay. Now see this one here at the corner at this point. Okay. At this point, how much the charge is present here? 8q charge is present. So that 8q charge is not enclosed by the complete surface. So we have to assume Gaussian surface. Where the charge is present here? 8q charge is present at the corner of the cube. Means we required one more here, one more cube this side. Okay, one more cube like this one. Okay, this is the one more cube. Here, this is one more cube is required this, and also back is one more cube is required this one. This is one more cube, and the top, because in the top there is a one. See, this is a charge. No? Only bottom side we are closing three side. One cube is given, three more cube is required to close the bottom side. To close the upper part is also it is required 4 more cubes. Total how many cubes are required? 8 cubes are required to close to enclose the charge. So here the total flux due to the 8 cube. Okay, the total flux due to the 8 cubes is equal to how much here? According to Gauss law, Q by epsilon naught. This is, what is the Q here? Q is given 8Q. So this is 8Q, this one. So this 8 and this 8 is cancelled. So flex root of each cube, how much get here? Q by epsilon naught. This is the answer. Understand this? Thank you very much, students. And please share and like this video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and we will meet again. Thank you.